Hi folks, today we're going to be looking at the SISWOO Monster R8. What is it, I hear you ask? Well, it's a monster budget smartphone from China, of course. That's what we specialize in. So it features Android 4.4.2 and it comes with 2 GHz quad core, octa-core I should say, 2 quads on there, 4G, full 4G on dual SIMs, so twin 4G SIMs, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs internal, and it has a 3350 milliamp hour battery in it, so it's long, 5.5 inch screen, which is full HD, 1920 1080. And it features a 13 megapixel rear Sony Exmor camera, which should be enough to do anything you like really, and the front one is a 5 megapixel camera. So it's not exactly a shabby performer here, you know, you have to say. This is probably the single most powerful clone budget phone we've held, actually. So it's got a reason it's called a monster. Let's have a quick look in the box, shall we? So it comes out of the box with a nice packaging, actually, in a sort of dinky little trendy black box there. And you'll find inside a simple user guide. Kind of needs to be folded a little bit better. Come like that. Plus, in here, a full-blown screen protector system with all the wipes and all that kind of stuff, more than one, and also because it's a unibody, you can't take the back off, so it has a SIM extractor tool for getting the dual SIM cards out of the little slot. There's also the power plug, USB cable, charge cable, an OTG adapter cable for attaching external accessories or hard drives or whatever to the phone, plus a headset. Yeah, all very nicely put together. And what about the phone itself? Well, it's big. I mean, there's no question that 5.5 is a large phone. There's the original Galaxy Note, so you get an idea of the kind of size differences between the two. Although that's about generation 0, of course, that Note by now. So it's a decent sized phone. It has all the access to everything that you'd expect, you know, so you've got full, and because it's such a powerful 3 gigs of RAM and a powerful processor stuff, you know, there's no lag and no hassle with getting yourself around. It'll run play as you'd expect. Again. And what you'll notice also is it runs Android fairly stock. There's not a lot of cruft on it or bloatware. You know, what you see is what you get from the Android 4.4. It is actually Lollipop compatible, so one assumes there'll be an OTA update to Android 5 when it's available for the handset. So let's take a look at some of the features of the phone itself. First of all, we have HotNot, which is this screen-to-screen sharing when 2 screens are put together. It's a very quick and easy way of transferring files and stuff. Gesture sensing, which is, I find, a little hit or miss, mostly miss, I've got to say, even from things like the Samsung. Full NFC, which comes off as default, so you have to switch that on. And then you have things like Smart Wake, which allows you to set up little clever routines. So, for instance, if I want to get straight into the camera from the dormant screen, I just hit a C and I get in. That's what that does. Okay, just to demonstrate how HotNot works, so in case you've not seen this ability to transfer from phone to phone. Make sure they're both up with HotNot, so they're both on, yeah. And this one also is on. And then what you do is you go to, I mean, the most common thing to do is to transfer images. So I've got an image here, and if you notice at the top there's a little HotNot symbol. Just hit that, put the phones together till you hear the bleep, and there you go, transferred across in a matter of seconds. Pretty slick, eh? So what about this raw performance? Let's just take a quick look at, say, something like YouTube, which I've got queued up here, of course, to try and save time. So here's just a standard high def high definition video. As you can see, it's pretty clear. Can't see any glitches. We'll go through some gaming as well. Let's see what we can do with the Asphalt 8. As you can see, the graphics are pretty efficient. It's not stuttering at all, and we're not losing any horizon, or pretty smooth. Whoa. Okay, including flying. So if we run around the phone a little bit and just take a quick look, we can see volume keys, power button here, the micro USB for charging at the bottom. So far very standard. Headphone socket, and what looks like an infrared IR control, but of course there's no app on there to use it if it is. 30 megapixel camera with a flash, and a fairly, you know, decent sized speaker there. You can't undo the back, so it's completely sealed, so your only option for getting the SIM card in is to use this little slot here with a little tool, and the dual SIM carrier comes out. So there you have it, folks, the SISWOO Monster R8. Genuinely a monster in all respects. It's certainly, as we've said before, it's powerful. It's large, 4-foot, 5.5-inch screen. It's colourful. It's got a great resolution on the screen, and it handles everything that you throw at it. Really, two things we're not that how can I put this, enthusiastic about the fact that it is no microsd support, so you can't expand the memory and you can't remove the battery. So that's definitely a downside to this handset. So we can't say we're that enthusiastic about that bit. But apart from that, yeah, a nice phone, a monster phone. What can I say? So as usual, if you've enjoyed this review, please subscribe to our channel so we can bring you more cool stuff like this. Thanks very much.